What's good, y'all? This your boy Ty back at y'all with another video. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all comment, share, and subscribe if you new. Now, this video gonna be a little different. And I know people probably heard their own perspectives on this video, or you heard other people have their perspectives on this topic. I want to give my perspective and my opinion on this topic, even though it was over a decade ago. And these sequences happened over a decade ago, right? But I still want to give my opinion on it. I want to talk about the 2011 NBA Finals. We all know that LeBron James, that's the biggest meltdown by any superstar in NBA history. But I got a reason for why it happened. Me personally, I felt like the NBA told the Heat to throw away a series. And LeBron James' performance, although he's had moments where he's came up short numerous times in his Cleveland years, this is the reason why I felt like that series was the Heat purposely threw that series. We remember the 2006 Finals, right? The Dallas Mavericks and the Miami Heat. This is when Dwayne Wade won his first championship. And he was crowned Finals MVP. Phenomenal series. Phenomenal series he had. That was a Jordan-esque Finals. And that's the reason why I say the things that I say about these people who worship Kobe Bryant, that Kobe Bryant has never had a Finals performance. That's another reason why he's not in the same conversation as Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant has never had a Finals performance up there with Dwayne Wade's performance, compared to Dwayne Wade's performance in 2006. He's never had a Finals like that. Kobe Bryant is a very overrated Finals performer. He's not even a good Finals performer, to be honest with you. I say he had one good series without Shaq. But that's neither here nor there. That's a different topic for a different day. But Kobe never had a Finals performance on the level of a Dwayne Wade had in 2006. So my opinion is that Dwayne Wade is more closer to Kobe than Kobe is to Jordan. That is a fact. But that's a different topic for a different day. That is another video for a different day as well. Let's get back to 2011. The 2006 Finals, Dwayne Wade played phenomenal. They were down 0-2 in that series. People who followed that series know that. He was down 0-2 in that series. Ran off and won 4 straight. Although Dwayne Wade had a great performance, it was some questionable calls that he was getting in that series. Every foul call Dwayne Wade was getting. And we remember how upset Mark Cuban was when Dallas lost that series. We all remember that, right? He was upset when they lost that series because he felt like that the NBA was rigged at that time. But the NBA, they push certain narratives. They want certain narratives to come to fruition. And it's up for the main characters that are in that. It's up to the main characters who are on the basketball court to execute. If you execute the right way, because they want certain teams to win. They do want certain teams to win. But if the better team executes and wins, or the higher IQ team executes and wins, that's who wins the series, and that's who win the championship or the round, or whatever, and that's whoever advances, right? So it is those moments that do matter. So Dwayne Wade, Dallas was the better team, and Dwayne Wade, Dirk didn't play too well in that series. And that's part of the reason why the Heat was able to come back in that 2006 Finals. It was games where Dirk didn't play well. And his team didn't play well, right? So Dwayne Wade and the Heat ended up being crowned champions in 2006 and winning that series. Mark Cuban felt like the NBA was rigged at that time because every call Dwayne Wade was getting, if you touched him, it was a foul. Anybody who watched the fall of that series. Now, back to 2011. I felt like that 2011 championship, the NBA gave Dallas to compensate what happened in 2011 against the same team, not the same, against the same team, the same Miami Heat, or like not the same team exactly, but against the same team, the Miami Heat. Right? I think the only two players that were still available in that 06 run was just Dwayne Wade and Haslam. Udonis Haslam. But other than that, it's very coincidental that Dirk and the Dallas Mavericks won that championship in 2011. They won that championship in 2011 against the same team, Miami Heat, right? And LeBron James was playing phenomenal. This is the reason why I came to the conclusion that I came to. LeBron James played phenomenal that whole postseason run. In the first round, he played against the Philadelphia 76ers. Played phenomenal. Beat them in 5. Beat that Philly team in 5. That was a solid Philly team. Beat them in 5 with Iguodala and Drew Holiday and Elton Brand. Beat them in 5. Good team though, but beat them in 5. One better than Miami that year. They beat Boston, a team that LeBron James struggled with. Finally got over the hump. And of course, the Celtics suffered some injuries in that series. They suffered the injury where Rajon Rondo broke his elbow. And Dwayne Wade did that intentionally. But it's neither here nor there. That's my opinion. It just looked intentional if you watch the replay. It looked kind of like Dwayne Wade purposely cagged him. That's just my opinion. Because it was game 3, and the Miami Heat was getting their ass whooped. They was getting their ass whooped in that game 3. And Rajon Rondo was killing their asses. So, Dwayne Wade, I felt like he intentionally broke his elbow. He intentionally got their brother elbow broken. He basically came out there with a cast, playing with one hand, still killing. Legendary game by Rajon Rondo. But LeBron James got over the hump, beat that team in 5, nonetheless. Played Chicago, a team that was whooping his ass and being the Heat. I think they swept Miami in the regular season, 4-0. Chicago won the first game, and then after that, LeBron James and the Heat swept, beat them 4-1, dominated the playoffs. LeBron James was phenomenal throughout that whole postseason run. You get to the finals and you forget how to play basketball. Game 1 played phenomenal. Game 1 played phenomenal in that finals. Game 2 played okay. That was the game that the Heat gave up that 15-point lead. Like I said, I'm not trying to take away credit for Dallas. They beat some great teams to get to the finals. I'm talking about when they got there, it was a little bit questionable. The way they won their series. I'm not taking none away from the Dallas finals run. Great run they went on. I'm talking about LeBron James. Game 2, he played okay. I think I can't remember his stats all the way, but like I said, he played great. He played okay in game 2. Game 3, he played okay. Not LeBron James, not LeBron James great, but he played okay. He played okay. Game 4, the brother forgot how to play basketball. Games 4, I could probably say games 3 through 6, the brother forgot how to play basketball. Now, I understand that Dallas was playing a zone defense at the time, and LeBron James wasn't much of a jump shooter at the time. I do understand those elements. It was the defense that the Dallas Mavericks were playing that impacted the way LeBron James played in that series. But you allowed yourself to get guarded by Jason Terry and J.J. Barea, while you went through a gauntlet in the East playing the Boston Celtics, playing the Chicago Bulls, who in my opinion, like I said, that was a good Dallas Mavericks team. But I don't think Dallas is not better than either one of those teams that the Miami Heat faced in the East. Miami was struggling against those teams in the regular season. And pretty much mollywop their asses in the playoffs. So you get to the finals, you're playing phenomenal throughout the whole postseason. You get to the finals of a guy to play basketball, mysteriously. You can't play defense. You can't stop Jason Terry. You can't stop Sean Marion. Whoever it was that you was guarding, you couldn't stop anybody. But you was guarding Derrick Rose in the Eastern Conference Finals. You was guarding Paul Pierce and whoever, I forgot who else he was matched up against as well. And I forgot that Boston Celtics team. They had some players, but played phenomenal. You like people, and this is another lie that they said LeBron James didn't play defense. His best years playing defense was in Miami, and he could have won defensive. He was supposed to win Defensive Player of the Year in 2013. Nobody talks about that. And after 2013, LeBron James pretty much just stopped playing defense. He just stopped playing defense. So LeBron James at his peak, which was in Miami, he was a great defender. I don't know where people get, some people get these some people's talking points be BS. Talking about LeBron James ain't a good defender, he's never played defense. LeBron James in his years in Miami has played great. He played great top tier defense, and he should have won Defensive Player of the Year in 2013. If you don't believe me, go look at his numbers or go look at his statistical stats against people who he was guarding. In the NBA Finals of 2013, he outplayed, he took Tony Parker out of a game. 2011, he took Derrick Rose out of a game in that series to a degree. He nullified Derrick Rose to a degree. So you get to the finals, you can't guard JJ Barea, who's not Derrick Rose. You can't post up JJ Barea, who's 5'9" or 5'5". I don't know how tall JJ Barea was. I'll say you 4'11", just to be funny. He's 4'11". You can't post up a 4'11" JJ Barea, and you letting Jason Terry guard you. You can't stop Jason Terry from getting to the paint or getting to the hole to kick out to open shooters. You allowed Jason Terry to get wherever he wanted to go on the floor because he was guarding Jason Terry in some of that series. You can't stop Jason Terry, but you can stop Derrick Rose. You can stop, you down the line could stop Tony Parker in the 2013 Finals. You could stop Derrick Rose in the 2011 Eastern Conference Finals, but you can't stop Jason Terry. Right? So that whole series was fishy to me. And I felt like that LeBron James, they threw that series away. And there's also other elements that people gonna say, oh, Tyler tricked me. Matter of fact, I don't care. And I also, because even when I was because my thing is that even when I was a child, I was a kid watching these finals. I was like 12, I was like 13, 14 years old watching these playoffs, and I'm like, and even as a child, I'm like, bro, something is off with LeBron James. Something ain't right with him. You play well the whole postseason, and you get to the finals and play like shit. Don't add up to me. I knew it was some riding in Denmark the way he played in that series. And he didn't look like himself. And it was clips that he looked completely out of it. He looked like a different person on the basketball court. Like, I'm very good at reading people's energies and spirit. He just looked like he was just gone. Like, spiritually, he didn't look the same. So, in my evaluation is, LeBron James is a, I've heard, it's some other YouTubers that I listen to, that broke down this series against LeBron James, and they hinted on him basically his water being shut off in that series. And what I mean by water is that a lot of these players are robots. They're control assets. They're monarch assets. Stephen Curry the same way, but that's neither here nor there. So I feel like so they clearly turned LeBron James' water off in that series, because how you go from playing phenomenal in the postseason to playing like trash in the finals? That bad. It wasn't even a horrible drop off. It's a difference between playing bad and just not playing well at all. He didn't play well at all in that finals. At all. And like I said, in my opinion, that killed this conversation with him being great as Michael Jordan. You had that blummer, albeit I feel like it was pre-scripted for it to happen. They gave that finals to the Dallas Mavericks, in my opinion. To basically like give the Dallas Mavericks they basically gave the Dallas Mavericks that series to make up for what they did for Dwayne Wade in 2006. Put it that way. Because the way LeBron James played in the finals was very suspect to me. Very suspect. And anybody who don't see it as that, look at that postseason run that he had. Gentlemen sweeping everybody, and you get to the finals and forgot how to play basketball. I just find that a little bit weird. And I understand and LeBron James has had moments where he came up short. Came up short in plenty of series. Never to that magnitude where you're scoring 8 points in a finals game. When you got potential to go up 3-1 in that series and you just disappear and just check out the series. Just quit. Just acting like it didn't. I mean, it was just so weird, man. It's just so many ways I could go with this and being put into it. And a lot of people may think I'm weird or I'm crazy for the conclusion that I came up to. I don't care. This is just my opinion. Because watching that finals as a child, it didn't sit right with me. Something was off with LeBron James in that 2011 finals. I don't give a damn who don't like it. Because the Miami Heat, if you look at their roster, they was the better team top to bottom. Now, Dallas had more depth than Miami, but you got LeBron James, who was known as the best player in the NBA at that time. People trying to crown him as the best player in the NBA at that time. It was a battle between him and Kobe Bryant at the time. Me personally, LeBron James was better than Kobe at that time. I don't care who don't like that. He was better than Kobe. You got Dwayne Wade, who was still playing like a top 5 player in the NBA. And you got a top 15, 20 player in Chris Bosh. Still, you got enough, and you was up in every game in that series, except Game 6. Games 1 through 5, Miami going into the fourth quarter was up every game. Just don't add up to me, man. But like I said, I give Dallas credit. It was a phenomenal run by Dallas, nonetheless. They beat some good teams to get there. They beat a young OKC team. People talk about how young OKC was, but they was in the Western Conference Finals. And they beat some good teams that way as well. OKC did that year. But Dallas, they had a phenomenal run. I give them credit for that. But if you listen to Jason Kidd, Jason Kidd did a podcast. I'm gonna say this one last thing. Jason Kidd did a podcast, I think with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. He don't know what the hell happened to LeBron James in that series. He pretty much said LeBron James shut his own self down. But I feel like that series was just a giveaway for Dallas. They told Miami to pack it in. They owed Dallas that series after Dwayne Wade after they pretty much gave Dwayne Wade the 2006 finals, right? That's just what it was, in my opinion, man. Jason Kidd didn't even know how to answer that question. Right? But that's my perspective, man, on that. I felt like that, my opinion is just my opinion, man. I felt like that the LeBron James gave that series away. The Heat and they packed it in and just gave that series away. It just don't add up. If you go back and watch the whole playoff run, LeBron James played phenomenal, and he get to the finals, and you forgot to play basketball. Don't make sense to me. But anyway, more content on the way. Miami Heat play tomorrow night, first preseason game. I think it's against the Magic, if I'm not mistaken. But I will be giving my breakdown on the Miami Heat tomorrow in a preseason game. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe, share if you're new. And I'm out.